we thought it should be different. To be able to come to a different place, a different environment, and listen to the same kind of talk. Sometimes when you change an environment, it makes a difference. It really makes a difference, A lot of people say, we need some change, there should be some change. I think also during summers, we have this morning class in the hall. We have it every day, so we usually go to a garden or a park and then have this morning class somewhere, and it's a different feel. It's sometimes you feel nature could talk to you. Sometimes the ones who are used to going for a nice long walk in the morning, you feel that the nature is in its best in the mornings and in the evenings at this point. And personally also, looking back, I would say that my most pleasant memories have always been somewhere in the outdoors, somewhere with greenery, somewhere, where I have been meditating or, being in Abu somewhere, So I thought we should do this here. Maybe a little outing would do. This topic and confusion to clarities usually the topics come up in my mind when someone, mentions it to me and they want me to speak on it, or sometimes, it is because of the kind of people I interact with for the couple of days or a couple of weeks since, I have taken a session, and this time it's all because of the people that I'm meeting. And most of them, for the past, I think it's been quite some time since we took the fortnight session, right? It's been a while. And I have sensed this confusion from people, it's like in every conversation that we have, they're actually very confused about their own problem. It's amazing, isn't it? I don't feel good, I feel drained out, I don't feel nice, I don't know why. You've heard this statement, people saying that sometimes? I don't know why. I know, I should be happy with what I've got. I know everything is going fine. I know, but I don't feel good. They are people who have very clear understanding about what is going wrong. They know this is the issue, these are the factors, but there are a lot of people who can simply live a very comfortable life, morning till night, doing what they want to do and pretty much pleasing themselves. And then somehow there is this confusion of you probably waiting for something else to happen or something else to come resolve it, or somebody else to point out and say this is actually a problem. I remember meeting this girl. She's talking and she's working and studying both at the same time. And in the conversation, I would tell what is going wrong, what is happening. She said, I'm really not sure, sister. I can't place it, but I don't feel good. You mean to say you feel low, you feel dull, you feel not comfortable with yourself? I can't pinpoint. I just can't tell you, but yes, I don't feel good. So I said, is it because, you're working too hard and you're not taking out time for yourself? Probably. I said, maybe is it because, you're not getting along with your parents? Maybe you just have this misunderstanding you just mentioned. He said, maybe. She's saying yes to everything. And I said, so there are plenty of reasons that, sister, there could be all these reasons together or probably none of them. It just could be me. Just me. I said, what is this you is a problem that is there? And she says, maybe the way I see things, maybe how things have happened to me. It could be two ways, I don't know. What? And then the question comes into my mind, if something is going wrong and I'm not sure. Something I want to do, but I'm not sure whether that's right. Something that is happening and then I'm not sure whether that could be sustained or that would be okay in the future. I'm not sure. Just before I came here, I got this call from this girl. I know her since 3 years now. She's been in 2 years, and on and off she's in touch. She hasn't taken the meditation course or anything, but she's a very pleasant girl, and she has this long conversations which are always around what she's going through in her life. And she just called, yesterday she called up, I was in something, so she called up now. And she was, and it's always the same thing. She's gone through a divorce actually. It's been about 3-4 years, 3-4 months now. And she knew this person since she was 17. She knows this boy, and now she's 29, and she married 5 years ago, divorced 4 months ago. And she's saying, who was that person? I don't know now. Who was that person, sister? I don't know what I did from the age of 17 to 24 or 25. Who was that person I married? Who was that person? I'm so confused. I mean, he's a totally different person emerged. Who was that person? But how would I, tell her that, there are a lot of things you never paid attention to. When I spoke to the boy, he kept telling me that every time I've told her, I don't like this, she would just ignore it and push it away. It's okay, you will like it later, I don't like this, it's okay. When you ignore things which come right in front of you, you will get confused. You keep ignoring facts, which are so clear that somebody is telling you, please, I don't like this. And clearly somebody is telling you that, can you please stop this? I'm not seeing that. And something in my body is telling me that, stop this, you're getting stressed. There are many things which gives us signals, that you're not going in the right direction. Stop it. Why doesn't? You ignore it. And I said, everything will be alright, everything will be fine. And then eventually you will see that you're confused. Why is it happening like this? This boy I know who works here in one company, and he's got a lot of competition going on, there, a lot of stress and everything. And all the time, what is happening is that the amount of energy he puts into whatever he does, it's on the basis of, a feeling that he has to be better than the person next to him. It is very clear when he talks to you. Everything he does is always on the basis of, I should be better than this one, or I should be better than that one. All his life, he wants to be better than his brother. Now, he wants to be better than his colleague or his friend or somebody. Always want to be better than the other individual. That is his sense of achievement. Okay? And this is a very clear problem, and it is there. He's continuously dissatisfied, continuously stressed, continuously he finds faults with everything around him. And then he sits across me and he says, sister, I don't know, what is the problem? What is the problem? I don't know, everything I've got. I've got a beautiful home, I've got my own car, I bought it with my own money. I've got a nice office, I've got everything going. What is going wrong, sister? I get so dissatisfied, I feel so, I lack that energy. Suddenly one day I don't feel good and I don't know what's going on. I don't know. What does it mean? Confusion, because you're not introspecting. When you don't look within, you're confused at somebody's reactions. You're confused of why things are happening to you. You're extremely rude. There's somebody I know, he's extremely rude with his colleagues and he expects a promotion. How can you? You aren't having the kind of social skills to head the department. You cannot. You are experienced. You are doing very good. You are a workaholic. You can work hard and do your best. But unfortunately, you don't have people skills. You don't have that. And when you get a promotion, you have to take care of a few others other than yourself. Right? You don't have it in you. And somebody else is able to see that and they're saying, excuse me, we don't want you. He's saying this is unfair, injustice. Introspect. I'm not saying when you're confused, it's like, you're always wrong. You're confused when you don't want to see what is going wrong. You're confused when you want the kind of solution that you want. Somebody tells you that this girl I was talking to, and I said, you know, let go. It's over. He remarried 2 days ago. He's remarried. How can he? I said, no, it's too late. She's saying, I don't mind him being remarried, but how come in 3 months? No, he found a girl. Now what we can do? We can't do anything. We can't tell him, no, you wait for 1 year and get married. But that is his choice. Look, I'm not married. I said, you marry when you have to, isn't it? She's saying, I cannot let go of this individual. All those signals for all those years, the boy tells me, I told her, don't wear these kind of clothes. Please, at least on a few days, like, you know, when my mother and everybody is home, don't go for these kind of get-togethers of your friends, whether it's a marriage, whether it's all these big places. Please, I don't like to come to your parties. I don't like those parties. Please, I don't want you to do this. I don't want to eat in these kind of restaurants. He's been telling. No, kuch bhi nahi hota, you know, she would say. Kuch bhi nahi hota, just once, isn't it? It's okay, come. So what, you're killing his, way of living, you're killing his lifestyle, you're killing everything continuously. Once you listen, once I listen. You know how it goes in a relationship? And finally this boy, after all this time, he says, I can't take this anymore. She's saying, you could have sat across me and explained. Why did you not tell me before? He's saying, I have told you 100 times. She's saying, you're lying. I'm so confused what went wrong with him. What do you think is going wrong here? Why aren't we catching signals? Most times we are thinking too much about something we can do nothing about. We are thinking and we're thinking and we're thinking, and then we're draining ourselves and we're saying, I don't know what went wrong. I feel so low today. And the other day somebody was telling me, just I feel so drained out. I don't know what is happening to me. Mentally also I feel a lot of dullness, and I don't feel too good in my own self. Even in the morning I get up with a headache. So I don't know what's going on. And then she starts off very nicely. She's telling me, sister, the thing is, you know, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, my boss, my colleague, everybody are all selfish. They're all so selfish. I said, okay, so how do you feel? I feel I'm trapped. That's what she's saying. I feel I'm trapped in these selfish people, and I'm the most unselfish person. An unselfish person around so many selfish people, she feels trapped. What do you think is really the problem? Why is she feeling drained, and what is all this headaches and all that? What do you think is going on? And she's saying, I'm so confused how to get out of it. Have you met people who tell you, I don't know how to say no? These are the confused people, actually. I don't know how to say no. I've mentioned before also. That is a sign of weakness when you say, I can't say no. You want to be in the best books of those people. You want to impress them. You want to be nice to them. So you don't say no. Don't give that fact that, I am such a nice person, so I can't say no. It is not at all. Nobody can force you in anything. You want to be the good person. You don't feel that if you say no, then you would be a good person. So you can't give excuses by saying, I don't know how to say no, what to do. The minute you say what to do, that means that you don't want to change. Confusion is when you're refusing to change. The truth is right under your nose. And the minute you observe it, there is clarity in a second. Clarity is in a second. Clarity is in a second. I think the other day, the other session, somebody, why are you giving these examples of only these girls and boys and couples and all? They are the most confused lot. And the rest of them, they've reached such a stage that they feel they are all right. Even if they do wrong. I met people who do absolutely wrong things and they tell sister it's very necessary. They're not at all confused in doing wrong. Yeah, I mean, what can you tell them then? Confused lot can sit and listen to you a little bit. Because they want to be led somewhere.